Now under A, reading, that is a havoc of floods. We have read this lesson and up to a quite extent we understood it. Now special reading for comprehension's sake. What do we do in our special reading? In the special reading, we have to read in such a manner that the whole content of that page, the page number, here I have put it, 92. We have to read it, what is the page, what does it have, what are the content, how many paragraphs it has, and what are the grammatical points over there, what are the hard words. And if at all there is a word, in what context it has been used. Because in English, every word carries its original meaning and contextual meaning, means according to usage. For example, I will tell you, book is this book in which we read or we write. If at all we write, we call it as a notebook, and if at all we are reading it, we call it a textbook, book. But when we come to the tickets, we book the ticket. We book the ticket means what? The book has been used in such a manner that we reserved it. We will be occupying those seats. That way in advance we have booked it. Book is that. And again, to register something, book. That way we are using. That means contextual meaning is different and the original meaning is different. Phrases might have been used in these paragraphs. What are those phrases and what can be the use of that? How to use them? These are the things we are going to learn about that. Continue. If at all we read it, nothing should be left. That is what the comprehension is. Now, the government sent relief teams as early as possible to distribute the emergency relief supplies like food, drinking water, and clothing among the flood survivors. Now, when we read this sentence, what do we understand? The first thing, the government sent relief teams. The government sent relief teams. Here the sentence is completed. And something more has been added to give the reason why the government had sent these relief teams. Now, government sent relief teams. What is the tense of the verb? What is the verb in it? Sent. And how this sent has come, let us just see. S-E-N-D, send. It is the present tense. And if at all we are using this send with I, with you, with we, with they. That is, I, you, we, they. This stands as it is in simple present. And now, if at all we are using with he, she, it, that becomes S-E-N-D-S. That means it takes S here. That is also simple present tense in case of he, she, it. That is third person. Now, for these two things, we have S-E-N-T, sent. No sended. And so I am very particular telling this. Many of us, many of you students are using S-E-N-D-E-D. No, it is S-E-N-T, sent, past tense. And again, past participle, it is sent. Send, sends, sent, sent. So if at all we see this without any helping verb, then it is past tense. If it has some helping verb, that is passive voice, we can say. Here it is active voice past tense, and here it is passive voice present tense and past tense. This PP are the verb, past participle. How we are using this? That is, government sent, I sent, we sent. That means the work has been completed. right? Now that way we are using government sent, right? Government sent what? Question what? If at all we are questioning what, we are getting relief teams. That is, the object of the verb we can get from the sentence when we question the verb with what or whom. Then we get the object. So here, what is the subject? How to know about? Who sent or what sent? With who and what, we get the subject. Who sent? Government sent. What sent? Government sent. What sent? Again, what did the government send? Then we get the relief teams. That way, this send subject has both subject and object. And now, how to say whether it is in which tense it is? It is an active voice, passive voice. Now, when we call about the tense, I already told you this is there without any helping verb. So, it is simple past. Without any helping verb, if these two we find, it is simple present. Very clear. Without any helping verb, if we see these two, uses of these two, send and sends, that verb is in simple present. And if we see this one, it is in simple past. Now, the sentence is in simple past, it is in active voice. Why active voice? The subject, the doer is there. The verb is dependent on the doer. The verb is dependent on the doer. And so it is active voice. And second,